we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. All right. Well, I hope everybody had a great trading day today. And what a day it was. How about Wacky Wednesday, right? So, Whirlwind Wednesday. So, some pretty cool stuff, guys. This week we've been going over the stock market recap. Whirlwind Wednesday, looking at some other sectors, right, that have kind of been helping us get us a little bit of a nice pulse on the market. Plus using our spidey senses too, right? So, but anyway, guys, good stuff. We're going to do that again today. We're going to go over recap. We're going to go over chart requests. Before we get started, though, everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to check and see where we left off with the market here today. And then we, of course, are going to do the recap and get a little bit more in detail on it, and then we'll take chart requests. So let's get started. Ooh, let me pull up the right chart here, guys. 1 second. Here, 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 and there. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's get started. All right, so SPX, guys, up 37 points today. What a day today. What a day today on the SPX, right? So huge reversal today off of the 6 red days in a row. Still red on the monthly chart, right? But it did bring the weekly chart green, right? And so we're still kind of looking at this one, right? I mean, we've got some time on this weekly chart, right? So it doesn't mean we necessarily have to move off of the next candle. We've got some time for this thing to work its way down if it wants to, because we have an evening star reversal here on the weekly chart. But the McClellan oscillator popped back up again, so it kind of took us out of that, scary territory. But we've got that going on, right? So daily chart, again, is this just another bounce off of the 50-day moving average before option expiration and for the SPX roll and the ES roll, right? Or is there more to it? We'll see, right? Because we didn't quite close above the 80 MA today. But we did have a nice bullish day, but we expected that, right? We talked about that last night. We said I wouldn't be surprised if we had a green day today, or even a pause day, right? Some sort of yellow day, right? So we got a green day today for sure. And then once it was moving up this afternoon, it was like, oh, they're just having fun now, just squeezing out the bears, right? So this is what they do. So we'll see if the bears come back in full and try to push this thing down into the end of the week, or if we get back over the 80 MA like we did in the past, right off of these last bounces, right, and we start to work our way back up. And if we do, we're not that far away from all-time highs. So we'll see how that goes. Or if we start to have a bearish end of the week, right, we got 2 more days, and we start to close below the 50-day moving average, increasing volume on the SPY, things like that, then things could actually start to get pretty bearish going into the Fed next week. So definitely an interesting couple of weeks here. But it's pretty hard to ignore this impulsive move here at the end of the day, or through today, basically. So we were looking at the possibility of this being of a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and then we just kind of were like, okay, well, we have this A, B. Well, I guess the whole thing is some sort of big ending diagonal with an ending diagonal to finish the ending diagonals, and we filled the gap today, right? So once we filled the gap, then they started to bounce this thing, and we ripped, right? So and that's impulsive. Right? It's definitely an impulsive wave right there. So we would assume that wave C is done, and this is the start of either a fresh impulsive wave up, or is this kind of finishing the first leg of an impulsive wave? And you can see I've already got the Fibonacci's on here, looking for a potential 618 pullback for a wave 2. So if we do get some downside movement tomorrow, but it's just kind of choppy and grindy down, then we could probably assume that we're working on wave 2. Maybe the end of wave 2 gets sharp, right? And then the bears start to be like, yeah, we're going back down again, right? And then we end up bouncing. We get a huge wave 3 up, right? And then we get to all-time highs. So that can be interesting too. It's kind of what I'm thinking is probably going to play out, just because of how this market just never goes down, right? So I mean, if it was going to go down this week, right, we would have seen some nasty red candles, but it was kind of controlled. We had some nice downside moves. Don't get me wrong, it was fun, but not fun enough, right? So we got that going on there. So a couple other things that were pretty interesting here today, guys. Looking at some other sectors, right? So the SMH, nice and strong today, right? So it's a really nice move. Good green candle on this one. The transports, the IYT, right? Nice lower shadow off of that one here too. And the XLF, I'm sorry guys, weekly chart here, but XLF too with a decent bounce off of the 50-day moving average, right? So let's take another look at the IYT there. Kind of hanging in there. Got a nice green day today, and the and the SMH on the daily chart, with a big green hammer on this one too, just kind of pushing things up, right? So it's tough to be super duper bearish when all these kind of leading sectors are bouncing and making moves, right? So we definitely need to keep an eye on that going into this week. So that gives us some ideas of what might be set up going into tomorrow. It's tough, right? Because we had a big impulsive wave up right here, so it is possible that we pull back, maybe draw in some more bears after the ones got squeezed out today. Look for the wave 2 pullback as a choppy move, maybe the finish of it a little bit fast. Then look for the 618 to see if that holds. Obviously, the recent lows would be the ones to hold for sure. And then we'll see if we start to work our way back up with that with a more impulsive wave. And then we can probably assume that we're going to be a 3, 4, 5 up, and possibly even to all-time highs because we're not that far away from it. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. But anyway, guys, good stuff. That's our take on the market right now. A quick recap on that one. At this point now, if anybody's got any questions or chart requests, please feel free to plug those in the chat window, and we'll get through as many as we can. Try to wrap them as early as possible so we can all get a good night's sleep and have another awesome trading day tomorrow. So let's take a look and see what we got. So Ota sending a few in here via Twitter. Let's take a look at SE. Hope you're doing great out there. So SE, wow, nice push on this one here today. Volume's really not there, but it looks like it's trying to go after that gap. And I like how it held the ADMA on that one, so good find on that one. Let's take a look at Roblox. Roblox, guys, gave that breakout and kind of pulled back pretty hard right here, but then it gave you a nice candle today. So now we'll see if Roblox can kind of get out. Really, honestly, what Roblox is looking like is a triangle at this point, right? So we're kind of look like we're just triangulating back and forth. So see how it holds, right? But again, I'd really like to see it get over this geometric line. You can really kind of stretch it out a couple other ways. Even if you went up here, it's probably pretty close, just depending on your timing, right? So upside down Barracuda. So keep an eye on that on Roblox. Twitter, let's take a look. Twitter, great move today, guys. This is straight from the bubble report this morning. Paul liked this one. Big inside day up today. Very, very nice move on that one. Filled the gap and got to the ADMA. So very strong move on Twitter today. Nice job on that one in the group. And Goldman Sachs. Again, it was on our bearish radar going into today. No doubt, right? Big outside candle from yesterday off the inside day under the ADMA. We got a nice gap down, but then they bought the dip after basically filling that gap. And so it just kind of is what it is, overnight type stuff. But and other than that, we got mRNA with a double inside day. Oh yeah, getting tight on this one. Maybe it'll drop. So we'll see how that goes. But just keep an eye on it, see how it breaks out of these levels right here, right? And if it gives you a nice little move on that one. So good stuff on that. Appreciate it, Otas. Shirley sent a few in via email. Let's take a look. Shirley, hope you're doing great out there. Let's take a look at Ride. Look at Ride getting going here today. Nice break there today with increased volume over the 50-day moving average, but a bit of an upper shadow off of the cloud. So I'd like to see a little more strength in this one to show that this thing wants to get through the cloud. So definitely something to keep an eye on there. Let's take a look at Slemberger, the slob. Wow, great candle on this one, guys. Oil got strong today, so nice move on this one. Tech. This was a strong candle from yesterday, guys, and we did pop above those highs, so this one was on our bullish radar going into today. An amazing forward move on that one. Great job on that. EA, oof, right? So EA down today. I think Activision was down today too. So a lot of these gaming names got hit today. Bit of a lower shadow right here and still holding some recent lows. So, they might try to buy the dip on that one, but just kind of look for some bullish price action to confirm that. And AMC, again, big doji reversal the other day and just bounced off of the cloud. So we'll see if that can get back over the ADMA and get going again. So nice stuff there. JMOS, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Let's take a look at BDX. So BDX, again, nice push today, nice pop. Big upper shadow, right? So a little bit of caution off of that one. AGCO, nice push here too. Basically off the 2-day moving average. Let's see if we can get over that 50-day in the ADMA and kind of get going on there. And then RSI. Look at that, guys. Wow. Isn't that incredible? Wow, nice push down here. We just drew this flag yesterday, didn't we? Or 2 days ago. And wow, great bounce off at the bottom of the flag and then a breakout through that level right there on RSI. Wow, really nice move on that one. I want to put that on the bullish radar for tomorrow. That's a great find on that one. Let's take a look at that one. Some folks in our group like to trade the RSI, so we'll put that on there. I think that'll make them happy. So we've got that going on there. Good stuff. Great find, J-Moss. Really appreciate it. Angelo, what's going on? Good to see you. Let's take a look at PLTR. Oh, yeah, nice candle on PLTR, too. That looks pretty good. Looking cup and handle-ish, right? So you got this nice cup, handle, breakout, right? So that looks really, really interesting. Wow, PLTR looks good, too. Good gravy. Nice find on that one. PLTR. I'm adding that to the list, too. Wow, a couple of very, very interesting setups here. I love great find, Angelo. Nice find. Good stuff. And then S, what's going on? Good to see you. So we got ICPT. Let's see. ICPT hanging in there, still on a 50-day moving average. Tree. Under the ADMA on that one, DOCN. Whoa, breakout on this one, guys. A lot of folks like this name. Kind of was looking like a hanging man yesterday, and they just plowed through it today. So nice move on that. A lot of folks like DigitalOcean. They like this one. So good stuff there. Zyme, let's take a look. Zyme with a bunch of upper shadows off the cloud. Nice move there, or tough move there. And then Sage still an inside day under the 50 day, so and the cloud. So a little bit of caution on that. Shreya, what's going on? Let's take a look at the joint. Okay, so still flagging on this one. Not as nice breakout as that RSI one, but still nice there on the joint. Let's take a look at pins. Pins still struggling here below the 80 MA. FSLY. Still on our bearish radar going into today, right? And so just kind of grinding its way down here under the cloud. FTCH. Ooh, gap down on that one there too. Again, a lot of these were looking pretty weak going into today. PD. Big upper shadow yesterday, just kind of sitting on the 80 MA on that one with a spinning top, so a little bit of caution right there. And JMIA. Let's take a look. JMIA still below the 80 MA on this one too. Not much going on there. Let's take a look at Nikola real quick, guys. This thing's got a lot of news today and still couldn't get over the 80 MA. There's another one that's been struggling. So anyway, good stuff, Trey. I really appreciate it. John Turner, what's going on? Good to see you. CGNX. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, nice, probably good volume on that one here too. This is kind of cup and handle-ish. A little bit steeper, but that looks pretty good there through the geometrical. Let's see if that go. Roku. Anti-Wood is still below the 80 MA on this one right here, guys. So we'll see how it goes. We got the, just so you guys know, we've called this this move to like 300 for a while after we saw this this potential zigzag move, right? So we kind of have this 1, 2. Maybe we're working on way. Who knows? Might even go lower. Might even try to get down to this this 280 level. But still struggling here below the 80 MA on Roku. Big C. Hanging in there, a little bit of a hammer there today, kind of low volume, not really too much to get excited about on that one, below the 80 MA on that one there too. And same with ESTC, below the 80 MA there too, the spinning top. So of course any of these could pop at any time, but just kind of look at the price action, go back through it, right, and just kind of see if this type of name you like to trade. This is not, I don't really like these type of candles. They're really tough to trade, but it could work, right, if things start to get going on it. So good stuff there. Great. Well, great stuff, guys. Awesome chart requests tonight, and really appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope everybody's enjoying the market recap this week. I know we're having fun with it, and of course, we've been having fun in the group. But anyway, guys, really appreciate everybody for being here. Hope everybody has a great night. We'll see you guys bright and early right here on YouTube for the Good Morning Market Prep video. And one more there. KL, let's take a look. So that was that Kirkland one we looked at yesterday. Yeah, hung in there today, inside day. So it's getting there. Right, a couple other levels right here we just want to kind of keep an eye on. Right, so we just kind of tagged that one there today. If we could push over today's highs, right, it could get going. But anyway, guys, we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning right here on YouTube for the Good Morning Market Prep video. And until then, guys, stay healthy out there and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And we'll talk.